everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and welcome to my PlayStation 2 home screen. That's basically what they're called nowadays, is the home screen. Well, they call it the browser back then. But anyway, there was a game that I played back when I did my Let's Play of Ocarina of Time. Now, there was a bunch of games that I played, so don't think that you know which one this is. But there was one that I played, and at the time I thought about doing a Let's Play of it, and then I bowed out at the last minute. And well, playing this game that I've been playing recently has reignited that desire to play this again, so to speak. And it's a great game, so you will want to watch it. Oh, and when the intro for it comes up, you will know exactly what game it is. Those of you who are keen, long-time subscribers of mine. It was helped by Capcom. And as this scene right here, this game contains scenes of violence and gore, so of course it is rated mature. Onimusha Warlords, yep. Now, back in the day, I said that I would come back to this game and do a Let's Play of it, and I never did. Now, why is that, you might ask yourself, and of course I ask the same thing. Well, honestly, the only explanation I have for why I never came back to this is because the game is freaking hard. I'm not going to lie. This game kind of pairs in difficulty to another game that I've been playing recently, but I still can't say the name of. But anyway, as you see here, this game does use analog controls and all that. And a fun bit of information, I never once used the R3 button that I can remember. So, let's see how that works this time. And as you see, your movement in the game works by the directional buttons instead of the analog stick. So that will take some getting used to. And it's kind of weird that they actually went with that because, the analog stick offers so much freedom of movement that it's like, freedom of movement that it's like, why wouldn't they just go with that? But really, I've never noticed the game having issues with using analog, button controls to move, so I don't know. Another thing I can go over is the two L1 and R1 buttons that you need to take into consideration. I think I went over this before, so if you want a kind of refresher of the controls, you can go back to the Let's Show off of this game that I did. But of course, it's probably better if you come back and just stick around with me here because I'm going to be going over it again anyway. But you have the L1 button which guards, and then the R1 button that draws your weapon. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference? Well, when you guard, you kind of stay in the place that you are. You can't really move a whole lot. But when you draw your weapon, you're able to you're able to sidestep, or in other words, kind of quick step around the map. You can move forward, back, left, right, and all that fun jazz, right? That's very important because it's your way of dodging in the game. So, yeah. Besides that, I needed to look at this anyway to remind myself what the controls were. So, anyway, I do have a load game here, which if I had to guess, I would say that it's probably Memory Card Slot 2 then? Yeah. And I have these two. Now, I only played for 16 game minutes or seconds. I don't know what it can. It would probably be minutes. I would say it would be hour and minutes. Wow, that's actually kind of strange. I thought I played for a lot longer. But no, I'm not actually going to come back into my save file because, well, the fact of the matter is, I want to refresh this to you guys, so I'm gonna do a new game and let this play out. Of course, it is kind of silly for me to do that. If I haven't mentioned this before, the music in this game is amazing. And gruesome as hell. Well, not the music, but the game itself.
Men! Fight and die with honor!
Now, I forget if I mentioned or not, but there are no subtitles in this, I don't believe.
Nobunaga has finally engaged the enemy.
My lord, we have taken Lord Suruga's head!
That's what you get for laughing, bastard. Oh boy.
Someone else stay.
I will save Princess Yuki.
Of course, if I'm going to turn up the volume, I might want to move my chair back a little bit. Not that it'll affect your guys' end anyway. So yeah, there's your intro screen again. And
Samnosuke. I am writing this letter in the hopes you will read this in time to help. Something is wrong within the Inabayama castle. Some of the maids and servants have gone missing, and I fear that it might be the work of monsters. I am so scared, Samnosuke. People tell me that the monsters eat the maids and servants and then take their remains to someplace deep underground. When I told my brother Yoshitatsu about this, he did not seem interested. He is too busy preparing for his upcoming battle with Nobunaga. Samnosuke, although it has been a few years since we were forced to take separate paths due to the battle between my father Dosen and my brother Yoshitatsu, you are still the only one that I can rely upon. I can only hope that you receive this letter and that you will find it in your heart to come and save me before it is too late. Yours faithfully, Yuki.
Now, of course, that's not obvious. Yuki is his girlfriend, more or less. And, she says that you're the only one that she can rely upon, so of course you end up coming here before you even get the letter because you find it on the ground. So, very interesting thing.
This way, sir. If our princess is at the keep, there are two ways to get there. The western path, or the northern passage.
Kaede, I'll go north. You follow them through the other way.
Understand.
So, we're now in control. So as you can see, if I hit left or right, we kind of do a tank-like control. Now, if you hit back at any time, you see that you do like a back step. You want to remember that. But yeah, if you hold the R1 button, you will actually sidestep like I said, and kind of quick step forward. So yeah, now that I have my sword drawn, I can backstep, and if I leap forward, I can do like a thrust. That's good to know because some enemies you might actually want to thrust against whenever you first meet them. Now this, you want to remember your, block button too, because these guys can be kind of
Princess Yuki!
difficult to take out. There you go. Yeah, that fight's kind of timed, really. You don't actually get to kill the enemies at any time. Even if you were to knock them over, it doesn't matter. It's like usually you have to finish move some enemies once they're on the ground, and you do that by running up to them and hitting the
Princess
attack
Yuki,
button.
Your Highness.
Samanosuke, it's really you. Oh, I knew that you would come to save me.
Sappiness.
I have missed you so much since you left the castle.
What?
Flee while you can, you worthless bug!
Gotta give him credit though for trying.
Princess.
Samanosuke. Samanosuke. Wake up, Samanosuke.
I think I have said at one point this kind of reminds me of Dark Cloud, this scene here, because like it, you know, you have this thing where you wake up in a realm, you know, like on like the edge of death, more or less, right?
With your current power, you are not capable of destroying the demons. We will give you our powers. We are the clan of ogres that has been subverted by the demons. Samanosuke, defeat and seal their souls to your right hand. Destroy all the demons!
But yeah, I've always like thought of that scene, you know, whenever you like meet with the Fairy King, as they called him. You know, he's like gives you the Atlamillia to protect yourself, you know, to help.
Fortune has smiled upon me this day. With the power of this gauntlet, I will destroy all of those monsters and save the princess.
You know, people complained about the voice acting in Orphan. Yeah, the instructions. So, yeah, anyway. This is a short little thing. I think I went over this as well in the thing, but I'll go over it again because, you know, it's been years since I played this. Absorb your souls. Hold the circle button to absorb the souls that emerge after defeating the demons. So before, you know, when we were fighting those things, they never seemed to die. Well, now things will actually die, and you'll get their souls after they, well, perish. And in that event, if you don't absorb the souls fast enough, they will disappear. So keep that in mind. It's kind of like hearts in Legend of Zelda. So this magic attack is not important right now, because we don't have a weapon that uses magic, so don't worry about that. Enhancing, again, not important as of right now, so don't worry about that either. Yeah, we can go ahead and get out of this. So yeah, I've always thought it was kind of funny how you get the, you know, analog stick and, not the analog stick, how you get the gauntlet, and it's like, Fortune smiled on me, but I'd be like thinking to myself, I'd be like, this thing looks like it weighs a freaking ton. How would that benefit me at all? I love these magic mirrors, by the way. So I'm actually going to do something, and I'm going to save on this one because, yeah. Because I found out this one has less space on anyway, and I felt like just saving over my last save anyway, but then I was like, no. Might not be a good idea. So let's go ahead and save here since we don't want to end up getting our asses kicked. And you might have noticed that when I was in that fight, I kept trying to hit the R1 button to attack. Yeah, that's from the other game that I've been playing recently. It's the square button to attack. And you do notice that after a while, you can't swing anymore. Like, you have to kind of take a break before you can move on again. Don't swing rapidly, like, to that point where you get that last attack. It doesn't always help you. And like I said, you can't move whenever you're blocking, so only block when you feel like it's absolutely necessary. Oh, and by the way, if you hit the start button, you can come in here to the equipment screen. Again, we don't have any equipment right now, and it actually kind of spoils you to how many equipments you do actually have, so I think it's kind of interesting they do that, but not important. You have a single herb, do not use it because they're hard to come by, so I recommend saving them for as long as you can. You got your files, which is any letter thing like that that you find. The map, which is another way to access your map. And then just exit out of here. Typical stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if you've played any game that has analog controls nowadays, which it's pretty unlikely that you haven't, considering, you know, every game, you know, nowadays uses it. So if you do find yourself, you know, playing a game like this, do keep in mind that it is dangerous for you to play it right after playing a game that uses analog controls, because you'll keep thinking you can use the analog controls.
Hurry! Monsters! Close the door, now!
Someone is there!
Get him!
Okay, that move there, rare as hell. Don't think that you can always get that to work. That move there is just whenever an enemy's like about to attack, you can critical hit him by timing your attack just right. I rarely get it to work, so it only usually works against these like grunts or whatever you call them. So yeah.
Open the door! I've killed all the monsters!
He killed?
Huh?
What should we do?
You!
Sorry.
We are very sorry. Please forgive us.
What happened to you?
They came out of nowhere and attacked us.
The keep may have also been attacked by them.
The keep is ahead of us that way?
Right. The forest road there is a shortcut to the keep.
I see.
Although we blockaded the second vein leading to the keep, it will be easy for a monster to break through it. So please reach the keep as soon as possible and rescue Princess Yuki. Yeah, they didn't actually voice act the other things. I saw a monstrous shadow climbing the northern stone wall near the keep. What was that? They slaughtered my comrades one by one. Never thought that things would have ended like this. Please help me, a two-horned monster attacked me. Sorry. What do you expect me to do? Actually, a cool thing about blocking is you will automatically move to where they are, so don't worry if you're blocking and you find them about to attack your back. You'll be okay. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here because I gotta take care of something, so I'll be right back. Till then, everyone, bye.